Welcome to Livestream 6. How nice. How are people? Paroli, I got your email. I just haven't replied, mate. I will reply. Probably after the stream, to be honest. How are you? How is everyone? Evening, Adsy. What's happening, mate? Oh, my goodness me. I'm a tired boy. I'm just setting my life up a bit. I have myself a cup of tea. Very milky. Very milky. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Hello, Andy from Berkeley. How you doing? Today I am wearing an outrageous fragrance. Love you too, Andy, mate. It's always nice to see you in the comments and in the chat. I hope you're well. How's Berkeley treating you? Oh, I'll put my cushion on the chair before I get a bad back. There we go. Good, good. Sack the tea maker. Spine mash, you rascal. I like my tea like just how I like it. Just like everyone else. Excuse me. I'm not gonna slurp on for ages, don't worry. Hello, Mr. Hobson. Today I tried Fahrenheit. Has a noticeable similarity to Gucci Pour Homme 2. What? Just tried Fahrenheit for the first time now. Evening, Mithril, or Mithril, I beg your pardon. Evening, Mitch. Santal Majuscule, nice. One of the finest that. And if I remember, right, that's milk and water. It's not, you're not that far wrong, to be fair. Santal Majuscule is actually, Santal Majuscule is actually not a bad reformulation. As far as the reformulations of those Serge Luton goes, that's not a bad one. It's not one for one, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm just going to put my slippers on because it's Baltic. Ooh. Something's on the bottom of my slipper. Oh, dear Lord, have mercy. I have got a lot of water present. I drank a lot of water today. I've been a thirsty boy. Bogue man, eh? Yes, lol. I'm only into fragrances since last year. You need to try spaced out the classics. Got to cover the classics. They will give you a very good understanding of perfume then, now, and in the future. You know, stuff like Fahrenheit, stuff like Koros, Acqua di Gio, M7, Lidge by Guerlain, Amber Sultan, Serge Luton. You know all the Prada Amber Pour Homme. All these classics. I think Fahrenheit has the same violet note as Gucci Pour Homme too. You very good shout. Used in a very similar way. Have you smelled Narciso Rodriguez for him? Eau de Toilette. What's Andy saying? Absolutely love saying these perfumes. Totally makes my day. I am happy I could bring you some happiness, Andy. That was nice to hear. I will share with you my scent of the day. Today I am wearing this. This is Coriolan. Notice the bottle. It's a fantastic bottle. One of the very best bottles. This is Coriolan by Guerlain. And it was released in 1997, I want to say. Certainly around that sort of time. The last one released, the last masculine Guerlain released while Jean-Paul Guerlain was still there, I think. Or the one he had his hands on, I should say. And it was the right scent, just released at the wrong time. This was about 20 years out of date, maybe even more. This is a 60s, 70s fragrance. released in the late 90s. So spaced out. Do you think that Narciso Rodriguez for him has the same violet note as Fahrenheit and Gucci Pour Homme 2? Or Gucci Pour Homme 2, to give it its real name. Until I bought Fahrenheit ADT a few months ago, I hadn't smelled it for about 30 years. So what do you think then, Spy and Mash? It's a good comparison. What do you think about not having smelled it for 30 years? Do you know, somebody bloody texted me there. The bastards. Any time, mate. I'm glad that's just a thanks. My mate's boiler's off. My mate's boiler's died, so I had to go and help him with something. I didn't do any like actual work, you know what I mean? But I had to help him with something. Oh, it's now warm in here, but my mate's boiler's fucked. And he's like suffering with like the cold, and I'm suffering here with the heat. Oh, I have just had a cup of tea though. But his boiler's broken, like, so I went and I took someone to help him. And he's like, thank you. It's nice to be nice. Instead of being like a trolling dick. You know what I mean? Just glad that wasn't anyone else. Same violet note for sure. I love it in all three frames. That's interesting. I think the violet note that's in Narciso Rodriguez. I get the similarity you're talking about between Gucci Pour Homme 2 and Fahrenheit, but not Narciso Rodriguez for him. How do I get my hands on a Ketos without selling my kidney? Sell your liver. It'll grow back. Got my vintage YSL Jazz delivered yesterday. Oh, nice. Not as strong as I remember. More depth in the current, but not as strong to me. I'm not huge on that, on the Jazz, you know. I would probably sell my vintage Jazzes. I think Jazz Prestige is amazing. I've got this over here. A fantastic fragrance. The lavender in this is fabulous. Good day, Duncan. How are you doing? I wore Jean Patou, my Liberté yesterday, and I loved it so much. Those old Jean Patous are absolutely stunning. Like, even if they're not your style of fragrance, you can't help but admire just how good they are. Spy and Mash. It doesn't seem as thick. Well said. I like the way you say thick. But that might just be the violet leaf giving it that watery feel. Still good, but I'd rather get an older version next time. Spy and Mash, I'll sell you one of mine. I know you're in the UK. I'll work out how much. I've got two. Let's work out how much I paid for it. I'll sort you out if you want. It's in the old piano key bottle. Good afternoon, ladies, gents, and Duck. Galen is here. Galen's been quiet in the chat. I think he's been up to something. Man of mystery that he is. Okay. Jazz. Well, I have something to tell you. I made a purchase. I haven't made a purchase for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And I made a purchase on Friday at the behest of the Ram. If anybody cares to tell Ramsey that I'm streaming, I would greatly appreciate it, because he would have a good time in here. I bought me and Ramsey a bottle each of Kinski. Outrageous. That is a very hard to get fragrance, and I am glad I have it. Well, I haven't got it yet, but it's coming. It's coming on Friday, so there'll be an unboxing, by God. I'm really looking forward to that. It's meant to be very strange, and I'm into strange. I just don't pay for strange, but I am into strange. Galen's into strange. Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and Rich. Look at the hair. That man's hair. Anybody sees hair on Eugene's thing? Spy and Mash, I will put my email in the chat and see what comes up. Tell me when you've got it. Spy and Mash. Rich Mitch at yahoo.com. Hope everyone is well. Does anybody want to tell us what their scent of the day is? I've already explained what mine is, but I shall continue to talk about it because it is a great fragrance. It's not a great fragrance. I've said that. I would like to tell you that it's a good fragrance, but it's not. Good fragrance, right fragrance for girl on, just at the wrong time. For me, I get a lot of mustiness. Paroli's wearing ticket toss. Bought a bottle of Sybaris today. Outrageous. That's the Puig. Can't wait to receive it. Yes. I was looking at that on La Parfumière a while ago. I watched the documentary about the making of Fitzcarraldo starring Kinski, and they were filming in Iquitos. Was Alain Delon there? That's outrageous. I've heard something about that fucking Kinski, though, which made us regret buying the fragrance a little bit. Apparently, his daughter, like, he's dead, so I don't have to say allegedly, but there we are. You can't defame the dead. Enrique Vasquez is wearing Dior Homme Intense. Good sauce. Excuse me. Oof. Anush just uploaded them on his website. I ordered instantly. Not an easy one to find. What's he doing uploading stuff on his website? Did he tell you he was going to do that? Alain Delon, murderer. Is that right? Be careful, he's still alive. That's allegedly. Didn't know Alain Delon was a killer. Allegedly. Don't forget, everything you do on social media is an act of publishing. When you publish remarks such as this, be careful because they will sue you. Scent of the day, Casanova. Jonathan is already a Casanova. Scent of the day, vintage girl on vetiver frosted bottle. Well, it's funny you should say that. I came very close to wearing the old vetiver today. I was going to wear vetiver today. I might wear it tomorrow. But my frosted bottles and my older bottles in general, I've got them hidden away. I'm going to use this one first. Absolutely fantastic. And beautiful scent. Even this version, the latest version is really good. Excuse me, whilst I just bash everything. Lyric Man, look them up on Wikipedia, not while I'm streaming, but I will. I see Sartorial, maybe wear that today. Yes, I'm looking forward to wearing that. It's got a little mustiness about it that I quite like. I've already put a little bit of a dent in this bottle, haven't I? This is something I'm looking forward to. Fuck off with your lid. This is something else I'm looking forward to wearing as well. Basil Uomo. Fantastic. Somebody's wearing Amber Absolute. Cathal Convery, welcome. I have never seen you before, but welcome. Someone's wearing Amber Absolute. Cathal. That's an outrageous fragrance. It's brilliant. Tobacco Oud is apparently the successor. Brias, yeah. You know what's coming. I sprayed Sartorial on my hand today, Duncan. Funny you mention it. Scent of the day was Egoist. Nice. Nice. Hello, Christoph. Howdy, Joe. How is Joe? I'm liking the live jazz more than the jazz so far. Yeah, I smelled the jazz and I thought it just seemed a bit flat. The bottle feels a little like, it's weird. The bottle, because it's plastic, right? And it's obviously like it looks like it should feel heavier than what it is. So it feels like it's half like what it should weigh, but it's not. You can slightly open them and see that the level's quite full. Oh, hello, Drawn by Sense. Germs. Sent the day was another 13. I failed to Rich today. Oh, Brian. You'll never be a failure to me, Brian. Good to see you, Rich. Good to see you, Joe. Did Joe tell us what he's wearing? I saw Joe do some couple of streams yesterday. Good luck with your surgery tomorrow, mate. I'm sure you'll be fine. I am looking to get through this bottle of Coriolan this year. I ain't got much left. This was basically full. It was basically full, but Michael John, welcome. It was basically full when I bought it a couple of years ago, but I've got to be honest, the performance has been fucking wank. And it's not like you would think it would be great for me. It's like a sheepra, citrus sheepra with like huge oak moss and like all that sort of palaver that you'd think I'd be shit hot on, but no. Just feels a bit wrong. Got a bottle of Cristalline today, 8EP. It's brilliant. That reminds me, I need to ring up my local Chanel and tell them not to hold the bottle for us anymore. I have the Eau de Parfum vintage here of Cristal. I could wear that tomorrow. I'd need to decant some, of course. That's what that is. Thoughts on Gucci Intense Oud, Richard? I gave mine to my friend. One of many, that fragrance. That fragrance feels like there's lots of fragrances that do that. And if I was going to get an oud, I wanted a proper oud. You know, I wanted an oud that's less oud than it is synthetic, dry, smoky, dark wood, as Eugene would say. You know, dry, dark, smoky woods. That's what Gucci Intense Oud feels like. That Costume National Hot. You know, I'm interested to see if they do a sample set. Somebody was talking about them being really underrated on a stream. I don't know if it was mine or if it was Eugene's stream, but I saw them saying that it was very underrated. Well, I'm jealous of that vintage Cristal. Oh yeah, Brian, I'm not gonna lie to you, mate. I hate to do this to you, but it's fantastic. It's really nice. Piotr's here. What's occurring? I am occurring. I am a streaming. I am occurring. Hello, friends. Outrageous. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Audrey Jane is here. I replied to Audrey Jane yesterday. I'm going to send Audrey Jane some samples this week. What do you think I should send? I'm just waiting for her to send us an address to send it to. Many a time I have sent Audrey Jane things like bottles, samples, everything. But every time I always destroy people's addresses. I always feel a bit weird keeping a hold of people's addresses. You know what I mean? It just, yeah. I don't know. I don't like it. It's kind of weird. Especially if you've never met someone, you know, in real life. I've been contemplating buying a bottle of Coriolan for the last few weeks blind. Is it worth it? Do you like vintage citrus sheepra fragrances? If so, you'll probably like it. Big oak moss, big citruses, a little bit floral. When I started the stream, I did say that I thought Coriolan was the right fragrance at the wrong time. So I just think that the fragrance was just misplaced in 97 or 98 when it came out. Yeah, it wasn't. Don't pay a lot for it, Cathal. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Audrey, send us an address to send some samples to. Not a parcel. Some samples like in an envelope. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Someone got a teeny hole. I'm all about the teeny hole. Got the Fred Heyman 273 black today in a teeny hole. Very dark stuff. Never heard of it. Is that Coriolan different than the wood frame bottles, Rich? Yes, it's better. Yes, it's better. If you're gonna get it, get that one. Get the one I've got here. Don't fuck about with the new one. This one's much better. It's blended better, better ingredients. There are actually quite a few. I think Anuja's got some. What's the pissiest fragrance you own? Ooh, could be Koros. I have the wood frame bottle. Get the original and see what I'm talking about, John. It's the pissiest fragrance I own. I'd probably have to open up. Hello, Denby. Thanks, Mitch. You can pick up the bottle you have. Fill it, but it is still a little pricey, so I think maybe not worth it. This is the 50ml. If you've got a large collection, just get 50ml. This Basil one was fantastic. Like, spray's not bad. It's a little cumbersome, the sprayer, you know. Would have missed this, but damn fire alarm testing woke me up. Someone's coming to wake me up tomorrow, and I can't remember what. Ah, yes, I can. I'm getting a chest of drawers thing tomorrow, like a tall cabinet chest of drawers thing. So that'll be good. I'll have somewhere to put me overflowing perfume in. Did anybody catch my fragrance rotation yesterday? I thought it was a good start to the new season. I wore, obviously, Green Irish Tweed. I wore Czar. Excuse me. Oh. What else did I wear? I wore... Anybody else remember what I wore? Fuck's sake. I wore Vetiver Tonka. That was really good. What value would you put on 100ml for reference? Wouldn't pay more than 100 quid. You'll buy much worse fragrances for £100. So whatever that is in your parlance, in your currency, just sort of work it out. Yes, Michael John, I did wear GIT. I wore Prada Amber Pour On as well. Really enjoyed that. That's so good for those cold spring days. It's such a good fragrance. Just makes you smell like soap, you know? Just makes you smell like really high-end soap. It's beautiful. Someone was asking before, I think it was Spaced Out, did you try the rest of the Hermescence line, Rich? I have tried the rest of the Hermescence line, yes. Is that Eau de Beau, I see? No, but I have got Eau de Beau. The shower gel is pretty nice and very fragrant. Yeah, I really like L'Occitane stuff. L'Occitane stuff's really good. I'll show you what they are. I've got the discontinued Eau de Cade. I'll put this away, shall I? I've got the discontinued Eau de Cade, and I have got the reformulated Eau de L'Occitane. These are really good fragrances. Spaced Out. Yes, I did try the rest of the Hermescence line. I first bought myself 4, and they were the little 15ml bottles, you know. Excuse me. So I had Vetiver Tonka, which I used, Paprika Brazil, which sprang a leak, Vanille Gallant, which smells like ice cream, and the other one I had, Ambre Narguilé, which I used up straight away. Just sprayed 19. Why is it so bloody beautiful? It's all right. It's all right. I've got the Eau de Cologne. Hi, Jonathan. Yes. I remember you mentioning it once in a live stream. Got the red one too, but the black surprised me in a good way. This is fantastic. Audrey Jane would be mental. Would go mental for it, I should say. Absolutely lovely. The Eau de Cologne 19, a vintage one. This is 80s, this, I think. Maybe it's even before. It's old. It's got nothing on the bottle apart from the sticker. No, it's definitely 80s because it's got the CC. Sorry. It's got the CC on it. So, Karl Lagerfeld only came up with that in the 80s, I think. Paul is quite complex. I was surprised there was no iris. I was shocked to see there was myrrh and saffron to create a soapy scent. Yeah, saffron's actually really good for creating soapy stuff. You'll find saffron will sneak into a lot of stuff to make it smell, to give it that twang that some soap has. Enrique Vasquez asks, have I tried salt and vetiver? Not only have I tried it, but I buyed it. Get your beak around it. Smell what? Smell what, Audrey Jane? What do you want us to smell? This is so good. I wish the dry down was as good as the opening. I might wear this tomorrow because it's almost got an amber. Sandalwood recommendations, Sire Samsara, Bois de Zile. I wore something really sandalwood. Sandalo by Lorenzo Viorese. But buy the vintage version of Samsara if you can get it. If you live in the UK, I might be able to sell you my EDT. But don't buy the new ones. They're shit. The new ones are crap. So yeah. Oh, I'll put this back. Try not to destroy anything. Oh, that didn't go too well. Did it fit down there or was it down there? There it was. There we go. Sandalwood recommendations. The sandalwood in this is good. I'll see if I can just get this to behave itself. Not that actual fragrance, but this one. Arsène Lupin. Arsène Lupin Voyeur. Absolutely fantastic sandalwood. Love it. Really nice stuff. GOF Trumper sandalwood cologne. That's really nice. Egoist. That's really nice. Santal Majuscule. That's really nice. Yeah. What else has got sandalwood in it? Loads of stuff's got sandalwood in it. Excuse me whilst I yawn. Has anybody got this? Lupin Voyeur? I think it's like a summertime sandalwood. Oh, this is really good. Eau de Sport Santos de Cartier plastic bottle. Yikes. So have a listen. Heritage by Heritage is much more of a patchouli fragrance. I might wear that. It's meant to be unsettled over the next few days, so gives us a chance to wear some unsettling fragrances. Jacques Dean, how are you, Squire? Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm really tired. Do people like the thumbnail? I was a fan. Dandy. I've got the male Chamad, but I'm saving the male Chamad. I'm saving the male Chamad for summer. Oops. Oh, the opening of Heritage reminds me of Beau de Jour, but I love it. I might wear Beau de Jour. The thing is with Beau de Jour, the refill's right at the back, and my bottle, my little decanter 10ml spray thing is empty, which means it will take a huge task to open it. That's how much I've got left. Not a lot. Your thumbnails are great. I like doing it. An outrageous thumbnail. Thanks. I'm trying to get some legally harvested Mysore standalwood oil. My parents just moved nearby. Western perfumers bury it under everything. Yeah, get yourself the vintage. Get yourself the vintage Samsara. It's front and center. Or you could get Rising Mysore by Dixit and Zach. DIXIT and Zach. They do a Rising Mysore. I think they're on to number 3 or number 4 now. And if you buy that, that's a massive sandalwood fragrance. Huge. Oh dear. I can't stop yawning. Sorry. Excuse me whilst I yawn. Excuse me whilst I pour water. To be honest, Brody, if it's just a pure sandalwood, if you want, oil might be the best option. It blends more of a fixative exalted. It gets lost. I know Peter's working on a sandalwood from Centauri. Is that right? If your order's total less than 135, you don't pay import duties. That is right. I have to order single bottle orders from a news, yeah, but you'll pay more than that in the shipping, mate. Tom Ford Noir and Zaharoff signature have similar open to Beau de Jour. Yeah, I can see that with the big lavender. Indonesian patchouli. See, I think it's lavender at the top and then the patchouli in the base. Hello, Bobo. How are you? From deepest Hawaii. It must be nice. Shipping from America is skyrocketed. Honestly, it's criminal. Oh, I drove past the garage the other day and I've got less than half a tank. And it's £1.55 for a litre of diesel up here. And I live in like the poorest part of the car. I live like the furthest, like the economic consequences of anything are always like the furthest away when you live in like the northeast of England, like where like the last people that get the slap. But it's just gone through the fucking roof. Pain and suffering. Absolute pain and suffering. See, the Mayor of London's extended the clean air zone. Duck coasted. That's right. I'll get myself on the jet stream. It's tied to me webbed foot. North-south divide. Shipping from anywhere silly over here recently. Yeah, shipping's going to take a right kicking. I suggest you buy everything you want to get soon, because the longer this thing in Eastern Europe goes on, the worse it's going to be for everybody. And I mean everybody, so I mean fucking hell, I don't want to sit here and start preaching fucking war and politics and that. Fuck that. I don't want to turn into one of those channels. Oh my word. Whoops. I just took the lid off something I wasn't supposed to take the lid off. Calm down. Not that. Oh dear. Me factice has come away in my hands. Aha! Now it's back on. Mind you, it does look like a giant member, but it's not. Yikes! Duncan, that's rotten. Fuel costs up 70%. That is paying that, Spy and Mash. Send us an email, mate. I'll send you a list of stuff that I'm selling, or you can send us a list of stuff that you want to buy. This is what this is supposed to be, by the way. This is supposed to be a pencil. You know? Not a willy or a rocket. Or one of those things on a mosque, a minaret. It's not supposed to be a minaret. It is supposed to be a pencil. The North have the best Gregs. We have the only Gregs. Time to go to electric. My next door neighbour has an electric hybrid. Neighbour Spy and Mash. My next door neighbour has an electric hybrid, and he was telling me the other day over the hedge. It's a bit like that Home Improvement. You remember Home Improvement, the program where the bloke used to talk to his neighbour over the fence and never seen him. So me and my neighbour were talking over the hedge to each other the other day, and I was saying, like, oh, is your hybrid like significantly cheaper? He was like, mate, he was like, it's unbelievable how much cheaper it is. He was like, it's like it's more than half. He was like, it's not even half, it's like 10%. He was like, you pay like 10%, like fully charge me battery for like 250, 300 miles for like fucking like £1.79. I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, it's just the initial outlay. It's just because like you'll pay the extra for the fucking initial outlay, and then everything else is like fucking like £1.70 odd. I was like, fuck. That is cheap. Cheap. There are more Gregs in the UK than Matthews. Audrey Jane, have you ever seen the picture of South Shields where there's a Greggs and then there's another shop and then there's a Greggs? Mental. There's two Greggs within about 15 feet of each other. And they're not on opposite sides of the street either. Literally next to each other. It's madness. My work is doing trial runs of the electric Peterbilt big rigs. They are breaking constantly and horrible for the environment. I imagine the fucking the disposing of the batteries will become a fucking huge problem. Also, the mining of the cobalt and all that sort of patter, that'll just become an absolute shitstorm. That. Denver, you wouldn't want me coming down there. You'd soon send me back up here. Hilarious. Audrey thinks she's from up north. I think it's hilarious when people from Manchester and Leeds think they're from up north. Give our. I ran out of diehards. Livestream sticks, the Deathly Hallows. It's my hope that the first Francis Curtis-on be a bit designer as all these privés just disappear into the abyss. Yeah, they are all a bit blech, aren't they? A bit similar, a bit samey, a bit crap. Live at Leeds. Leeds is down south for me, man. Leeds is like 80 miles south. My dad is the only man I know that could eat a Sunday dinner and could still have a pasty if he walked past. Oh no, come up here and that's a penny. Honestly, there's loads of Greg, because obviously Greg's is from where I'm from. It's from the northeast of England. The stuff's shite now compared to what it was 15, 20 years ago. In terms of the divide, I'm classed as being in the north. You're nowhere near from being in the north, mate. Not geographic, but socio-economic. You want to try moving up here. You live up here for a year. See what you think of socio-economic. The houses are cheap, but I mean, it's the place is amazing. You know, like the actual, like the fact that we've got like fresh air and we can see. I'm not from Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough's a shithole. You can actually see the sky at night. You know, you can't see the stars in the sky if you live in London. If you live in Birmingham, if you live in Manchester, you can't see the stars in the sky. You can where I live. It's madness. People don't understand light pollution. Weren't you from Blackpool? I was never from Blackpool. Blackpool's a shithole. Blackpool's an absolute fucking hellhole. Like everybody knows. Even people from Blackpool know it's a fucking hellhole. Shit as fuck. Oh. I don't know. We should get off these fucking economic, socio madnesses. Start talking about perfume again. Oh dear. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. 35 people watched. Every time I shut up, the fucking numbers go through the roof. What is this? Best start I've ever seen is this and this kangaroo. Stars. Yeah, Scotland's really good for stuff like that. The Orkney Islands are really good, but you get eaten alive by the bugs. Unless it's the winter, when it's colder than a witch's tit. I was like, what the fuck are those Brits talking about? Pasties, Denby. Pasties. That's what we're talking about. Look them up. Americans would love pasties. I'm sure everybody can agree that Americans would absolutely die for pasties. It's a bit streamy in here. It is a bit streamy in here. Welcome, Ryan. How are you doing? Does anybody want to say something outrageous? Of course you do. Massive chorus. What do you think of that? Look at that. Big unit. That is what I am talking about. That is a healthy unit. The healthiest unit. This chorus has gigantism. The anti-dinklage. Massive. Would you rather bite a walrus or spank a seal? Both are chewy. Both are wobbly. Could I spank a walrus and bite a seal? The size of a pasty. Huge pasty. Smashed pasty. Yes, Kovacs, that is real. It's a factice, Adam. If you want the truth, mate. Only I blow up the chorus. I can't see Americans liking pasties. I can see them fucking devouring them. Absolutely devouring them. They'd love them. I would take pasties to America. Spank a seal. What the shite is going on here? Says Rudsky. A walrus can flop around at 28 miles per hour. Be careful. That is pretty specific. Pretty specific, that, Duncan. How do you know 28 miles an hour? I'd have just said 30, but you've got a scientist, Duncan. Duncan's coming straight in with a 28 miles per hour. Outrageous. Take a Sunday roast to America. Nah, shite. Don't like Sunday roast. Not a fan at all. Too much patat. Or pork scratchings. Yeah, they'd like that. They'd like pork scratchings. This Pavarotti's so nice. Audrey Jane, did I ever send you any Pavarotti? I think I might have, you know. I might wear this week. Endymion Cologne Concentrate. It's not even Cologne Concentrate, it's just concentrate. Oh, it's so good. My friend reckoned you could wear this to like go out. You know, it's like a nighttime fragrance. I almost did it before a friend warned me how fast you did. What do you think of it, Audrey Jane? Scent of the day, Mask Milano, Hemingway. Well, it's funny you say that. Because that's not it. That's Russian tea. Oh, fuck off. I thought I was going to fall there. No. Here we have Hemingway. Going for some food? Audrey Jane, reply to my email. Tell me your address to send to, and I will send you some stuff. Do you know, I've just realised on the inside of these, it says, can you catch a glimpse there? MM. Look at that. Mask Milano. How did they get that in there? Who knows? But this is Hemingway. This is the vetiver one. Really nice. It feels. God, I feel like shit. I don't know if I told you earlier. I just feel a bit crap. It's been a funny old day. Yeah, excuse me. It's not the day, pardon. Who does pardon again? 100 millimass Milano is like 306. No, I did not get it for free. I bought all of my fragrances. Very few of my fragrances did I get for free. I did get a bottle of Lamar from Kajal, but that was before I started reviewing. I've explained the story behind that. That was a gift rather than something for review, which was very kind. Not big on jasmine, though. She's never been big on jasmine. I don't think I'll ever be big on jasmine. I'm telling you, don't like that Pavarotti because the bottle looks like a duck's beak. Oh, excuse me, whilst I hydrate. What fragrance do you hate the most? I hate YSL YADP with a passion. I hate most blue fragrances, to be fair. They're all shocking. Not a real influenza. I'll tell you who has got influenza. No, I won't tell you who has got influenza. It's not fair. One of the co-owners of Mas Milano started a new brand. He was on Persola's this afternoon. Yes, that's right. I saw that. I didn't know he'd started a new brand, although I did have I thought I recognised him. He'd been on Persola's before, hadn't he? Is your shelf unit arriving assembled, Rich, or will it be flat pack challenge? Not for me. I won't be. It'll be because it's like it's a vintage. It's a vintage. It's it was from an auction house, so I only paid 20 quid for it. I'm paying 25 for delivery. What a kick in the butt. You know what I mean? It's a right kick in the tits, that, isn't it? What's your favourite from Loewe? My favourite from Loewe is the only one I've smelled from Loewe, and that is Loewe Pohom or Parahombra. Did you see the Dries Van Noten release? Any hope? Not hugely. I don't have much hope for any new fragrances, but I remain to be proved wrong. The Dries Van Noten fragrance for Frederick Moore was awful, I thought. I did not like that at all. It smelled like baby sick. You know when you smell blue cheese for the first time? And you're like, oh, God. Kintsugi is really good from Mas Milano. Kintsugi, I actually know what Kintsugi is. Like in real life. I think it's a really, really good thing. You know? How if something breaks, you fix it with the gold. And then you're like, you have to appreciate it for its brokenness, you know? I think that's a really nice, good thing, that. You know? Dries Van Noten from Mar was absolute dog shite. It was fucking rotten, Jack. Rudy's batting love with Girl On. I was looking at the Dries releases for a remake of the Mar fragrance. I didn't see one that looked like it. I must admit, that did occur to me. That did occur to me as well, you're right. I had thought to myself, oh, Rich, we have our latest Fahrenheit lover on the chat, Rudy. Yeah, I know. Rudy and I did a little bit of research into the what, the who's, the what's, the where's, and the why's of Fahrenheit, of the vintage Fahrenheits. I was rather pleased. I was rather pleased with what we came out with. Mas Milano is a really good brand who have sadly priced themselves into the cynical niche's luxury market segment. Well, when he was on, I think it was Persola's last year. When he was on Persola's last year, I asked, and so did a couple of other people, what the fuck are you doing with your prices? He did answer, and I can't remember what he said, but it made sense when he said it. But I mean, that's all of them, isn't it? You know what I mean? They have boosted their prices up. I think you can still go on the website and get the old bottles, you know, the vintage ones. So it might be a good idea for you to go on there and look. They certainly were doing that. I don't know that they still are. I'm going to buy all the new release on discounters. That's for over 50% off. Yeah. You never know. Girl On might fucking stick it to the fucking discounters. Dries isn't bad, but if my bottle starts selling for £600 in 3 to 5 years, I'll sell it. Yeah. You can still buy the vintage tester bottles. Who we're talking about? Yes, that's right, Mas Milano. You can still buy the vintage ones. It appears that Average Joe started streaming. Sorry about that, on Average Joe. I just thought I would hop on tonight because I'm not going to be around later when like Eugene gets back from work. Like Eugene doesn't like finish work for another half an hour, I don't think. It's just become a bit of a problem in the last few weeks since I had my 4th vaccine. Like I've been really tired. I've been sleeping like 16 hours a day. And then I've taken me medication, like my immunosuppressants. I've taken them today. And for the first 24 hours when I have those, I just feel like fucking, I feel wank. And that is how I'm feeling at the minute, pretty wank. There's a very good chance I could wear this tomorrow. This is so nice. How much is a pasty? $5. Pasty's about £1.50. So it's about $2.80. $280, $250, $2. You probably get them cheaper over there because your food standards are through the floor. I'm probably going to hold my double vanilla for a cut. Double vanille, I beg your pardon. For a couple more years and unload it. Not a good perfume. Yeah. All those vanillas from Girl On. All those, like the Tonka one. Did you say fourth vaccination? Yes. That's for me, though. Like, most people have only had 2. I've got to keep fucking having them because of the nature of what's wrong with us and the nature of the medication I take. Rich, I recently got 2 tester bottles of Balenciaga pour out in my local vintage niche shop. What a scent. Well, Ryan, I am happy for you. It is absolutely amazing, isn't it? Dries Van Noten by Frederick Moss smells good for about 10 minutes before you realise you've dived head first into a proper biscuity, milky, slurry pit and your stomach starts to turn. It is bad, like. It isn't a good fragrance. If he signed off on that, then I do not think that bodes well for his line. Lot of material, quality but boring. Of my bottle. Yes. Mine is a 1992, maybe? I can't remember. Rudy, can you remember what age mine is? Mine's a little bit younger than yours, isn't it? But I've got a 200 ml bottle. I'm fucking cock a hoop about, like, and it's fantastic. It's held up really well. CK, you don't want it. It's a garbage sell. Really sell to me now, you bastard. Great find, Rudy. Outrageous is outrageous. I'd call the fragrance outrageous, but Mal's already stolen it. Scandalous. I could call it scandalous or tremendous. Oh. What else? I might crack into one of my Les Indomitable this week. It's such a shame they only come in 50 mils. But the prices would be fucking mental if they were 100 mil, you know what I mean? They'd be over 350 quid. Which would be pain, They'd be around 300, 350 quid. Shame hiding that Boss Sport behind the Chanel. It should be up front and centre. But you can still see it through the Chanel. That's the good thing. I'm looking forward to wearing that. I must admit. I'm looking forward to wearing that. Put some on my hand. Be on my hand. Yes, I kept making her lower the price. Still cost a pretty penny. I still think she'll get better with more air. Probably. But that's interesting, isn't it? Doesn't smell very sporty off the top. Desperately waiting to find a deal like that tail again, or the iris, or the harmony. Les Indomitable rolls off the tongue so nicely. Twists your tongue nicely. Les Indomitable. Les Indomitable. If I take it, the red cap is older than the black. I believe so. Oh, what are you? Hugo Boss Sport. Is there a mint note in this? No. Marigold, lavender, Artemisia, juniper, bergamot, Amalfi lemon, mandarin orange, tarragon, carnation, geranium, maybe that's what I'm smelling, rose, clary sage, jasmine, nutmeg, and lily. Oak moss, musk, patchouli, vetiver, sandalwood, Virginia cedar, amber, and tonka. Oh dear. Marigold's outrageous. Like the yellow floral at the top. Kind of weird floral thing. I like them all a lot, but the discounters aren't cooperating. Tarragon. So I'm getting to geranium quite loud on me, actually. Rich, do you have a favourite carnation perfume? Seems carnation is out of fashion right now. I wish I could find an oud carnation. That'd be quite interesting. Favourite carnation? A lot of stuff. Got a lot of stuff with carnation in it. Can I think of a favourite one? Not hugely. Not if I'm honest. SDV. Entire fragrance. Can't think of a carnation one, like a favourite carnation at the minute. Oh dear. No big house does green anymore. Not the way they used to. I'd like to find an oud violet. Sartorial. Oh. Sorry. Rochas Globe. I've heard of it. I haven't tried it. Tuscany per Uomo. That's fantastic. Me Tuscany per Uomo. I really recommend this. Like, I think Anuja's got the vintage ones of these, and these are fabulous. Let's just get... Oh, lavender, leather. Italy. Only Mal keeps green in business. Yeah. There's not much greenness kicking about. You never know though, mate. It'll come back. I have a Tuscany coming. Yeah, is it the vintage one? Is it this one? Without the red label, it's just got the writing on the bottom. It's got the silver on the bottom there. Fabulous. Vitriol Dualette, supposed to be good for carnation. It's fabulous. That's absolutely spot on, Denby. Vitriol Dualette is absolutely fantastic. I've got a couple of bottles of that. Really nice. Not easy to find though. Hello, JP Music. Got my 35ml bottle of Russian tea last week. Love it. Did you pick one up as well? I've had it for a while. It's really nice. Habibi has an oud violet Santal Journey, which I think is misnomer. Why is it a misnomer? How is misnomer? Is she okay? Agar de Noir. Is that an Arige Ladore? Or am I thinking of Noir de Noir? I think I'm thinking of Noir de Noir, aren't I? Vitriol is one I jumped on early for once. I looked out. Yes. Love my Vitriol Dualette. Fantastic fragrance. Santal Journey, but smells more like a Vitriol, a violet oud. Fuck me, it's hot in here. Anybody else hot? Fuck no, I've nearly been on for an hour. Noir de Noir is Tom Ford, no. What am I thinking of? I've got them up there, I just can't be bothered to reach up. The 6th collection. I was so unimpressed with those Arige Lador. I was really let down. Agar de Noir is Arige, yes, yeah. Sorry, I'm just having a brain fart, like. I wish I bought a bottle of Santal Galore from Arige. Yoshi Zerzhov 1888. It's very nice. Shite. Zerzhov or shit. Peter is back. It's nice, but very simple and rather immature. Deleted my message for whatever reason, whatever the Russian taste spot on. Got Thé Noir by 29 by Le Labo as well, which is also really pleasant. I find it hard to believe that a Le Labo is pleasant. It's the last word I would think they use for a Le Labo JP Music. But that's just me being me. As long as you find it pleasant, it doesn't really matter, does it? You know what I mean? As long as you like it. It's your nose, it's your money. Another haul? No, not another haul. I don't know why you would think that, Barriatron. Hello, Barriatron. By the way. Oh, I might try and finish off this Pavarotti this year too. Have you tried Gucci Pour Homme 2? Do you find it similar to the Noir? Thé Noir 29. I'm sure you would like this Le Labo fantastic tea scent. I do like a tea note, I must admit. Gucci Pour Homme 2's tea for me. 5 o'clock Au Gingembre, the old Sergio Tom. That's another one that was reformulated like quite well as well, actually. Le Labo is inconsistent. I would, in all seriousness, and I'm being honest, like, I know I like to take the piss saying like stuff shite and that. But there is a lot of shite stuff out there. But Le Labo, I've never smelled a Le Labo I thought was even middle of the road. They're all brutally a bit nasty for me. 1888 is one of the better ones. The early releases are the best of a bad bunch. The more Zerjov release, the worse they get. Yeah, I'd go along with that, Spy and Mush. You've heard like Eugene's tale about what happened there. The bloke from Zerjov just went to see Christopher Lodi and Miel and bought all the clones. Oh, Jonathan, that's outrageous. The mailman blocked the front door today with a haul. Happy days. That is a happy day. Does he have to get the shovel out? That's fantastic. That's what we want to hear, isn't it? He's all snowed in by perfume. Sorry, I can't come to work today. I'm snowed in. Fortunately, I smell riveting. I was conversing with Christoph Lodemiel today. Nice guy. Got about 3 names, though, hasn't he? Oh, excuse me, whilst I hydrate. But Julie 24 is incredible, but I'm biased. We've all got what biases, have we not? Got a decant of Oud Wood Intense, nothing like Oud Wood. Yeah, it's absolutely bonkers, isn't it? Absolutely bonkers. At least Tobacco Oud Intense smelled a bit like tobacco oud. But you're absolutely spot on. The Oud Wood Intense was a different fragrance altogether. Amazing stuff. Do you like it? Do you like it, dear JP? I should say hello. Hello. Hello, Jura. How long have you been lurking in the shadows? 10 years, you'll say. Jonathan, what was included in your haul? Yeah, I really like it. I can't remember what it smells like now. All I remember smelling it for the first time and looking at the sales associate, and she looked at his back, and I was like, it smells nothing like the original. She was like, yeah, no. Jura Rose has just come in. Just come in, sit down. Pick up a pew. Sorry, I'm yawning. Has anyone smelled this? Yohi. Pour Homme. Yohi Homme. I beg your pardon. Jack Dean says chair. Seat. I need a new seat. This seat's going to give way at some point. If it doesn't, my back will. Haven't had the chance to dig in Jura respecting the duck stream. It's all right, Jonathan, if you want to talk about it. I'm hungry, Rich. What should I eat? I don't know. What should you eat? Don't eat that stuff you send me. It always looks weird. But maybe what I eat's weird, and everything you eat's actual food. So this Yogi Homme is quite strange. It's got coffee in it, I think. You don't like Platinum Egoist, do you? No, I'm not. I really don't like the metallic note in it. Very strange with a metallic note, JP. It sounds like I'm saying everything that JP likes. I'm not saying that on purpose. There is definitely a place for you here. If we disagree about perfume, don't worry. You'll always have a place here anyway. Bob says he gets lots of leather out of Pavarotti. I don't get lots of leather. I'm not a big fan of. I've got a vintage. I got one by mistake. I made an order from. I made an order from La Parfume, yeah, last year, or maybe even the year before, and it was for a vintage egoist, and they sent me a vintage platinum egoist, and I was like, "What have you done?" And so they made it good, like they sorted it out with the egoist and stuff like that. But I was like, "What is going on?" But now I've got a platinum egoist, which I don't particularly want. I got it for nothing, but if I sold it, I think I would give the money to charity or something like that because I didn't actually pay for it. Like, it was an innocent mistake. So, vintage platinum egoist. Do you sell? I do sell. Depends where you are. JP Music. The vintage platinum egoist is early 2000s, I think. I think it's still it's like a tester. It's got the old silver sprayer on it. I could get it out, but it would just be a bit of a pig. You're in Berlin. Sorry, no, I can't send it there. Hi, I'm Charity. Nice to meet you, Rich Mitch. JP, if you're ever in England, let us know and I'll send it to your hotel or something. But if you wanted to buy it off us and you wanted us to ship it internationally, I would, but it would be at your own risk. So if customs got a hold of it, or if it disappeared off a plane, or if it got destroyed, you would be left without money and perfume, unfortunately. Such is the nature of sending perfume outside of Britain. Bastards. Was the thumbnail inspired by the seal your friend gave you? Kind of, Tara. It's sort of the other way around. I always used to send my friend and his wife pictures and videos of seals. And then for Christmas, my friend and his wife got us a seal plushie. Like a stuffed, like not a stuffed seal, but like a seal, you know? Like a teddy seal. Hold on. I'll fetch Celia. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Hey, they gave us this for Christmas. I was buzzing. Look at it. He's called Celia. How you doing, Celia? That's not how you spell it, Jura Rose. Oh, I'm so grumpy. I got seal videos on my feed all the time. Celia, you thick. The big unit. A good lad. Celia. Oh, that's not how you spell. Seal. Does he produce ambergris? I wish. Can you imagine? It's only Wales. I haven't got any Wales. I will not club it. Club you, Yoshi. I'll get you with a red turtle. With a red turtle shell. That's what I'll get you with, Yoshi. Grumpy seals? Interesting. Rose Absolute is quite metallic. Can make me a bit. Rose Absolute. Rose Absolute are fucking... it smells like vinegar for the first, like, couple of hours. Oh! Is anybody trying not to hear what the score of the match is? Because if you are, look away now, as they say on the telly. Tottenham are spanking Everton 5-0. I hope Everton go down. Ah, God almighty, that would be absolutely magnificent. What match? Football match, real football, Tara. 5-0. What are Spurs doing? 5-0. That is insane. Everton are double fucked though. What happened to Everton? That new that owner that they've got, that Mashiri bloke, just know what he's doing. Just goes to show you that just because you've got money doesn't mean you're smart. You know what I mean? A lot of people have got fucking money and they're not very clever. But then again, that's might be a little bit harsh. It's getting involved in football is very easy to fuck up, like, isn't it? You know what I mean? You can be very, very good at something else, and then a lot of people with a lot of money have turned to shit because of football. So I might have to rein back on what I've just said there. Very successful people have been double fucked in football. I support Newcastle, maker. I've been a long suffering Newcastle fan since the day I was born. Really, Conte got Spurs back in order, kind of. Lampard is atrocious as a manager. Seeing that's come from a Chelsea fan. Yeah, Lampard's not that. Lampard was a terrible choice for them. Terrible. They should have gone back for Big Sam. I say that as somebody who hates Big Sam. I fucking can't stand that fucker. Screw him, shitehouse that he is. AFC Wimbledon fan yet? Yes, everybody's second team should be AFC Wimbledon. Fuck Milton Keynes. Who do you support, Dirk? Rich, on a side note, I have another good match for you. Herbert Fresca, I've got it, I love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love Herbert Fresca. It's one of my favourite fragrances for the summer. It's beautiful. What else we got? Does Kevin Keegan still play for Newcastle? He probably still could. People forget he won World Player of the Year, you know. Mint. Are you happy with the new owners? Delighted. Even happier with the new manager, Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe. I mean, I could live to regret saying this, but Eddie Howe could be our Sir Alex Ferguson. Like, I know it's only been like 6 months or something silly like that. They do a good bargain bucket at KFC Wimbledon. Oh, very good. I loathe Fresca the beverage. Yeah. Heinz, take over. I'm going to the bathroom. Give us a minute. Don't let anyone leave. Like Russia. Honest to Christ. Everything hurts. Fucking hands are wet. Right. Where's that? There it is. I've got to put this little paper thing in between my door and my door frame, otherwise my door rattles. I stay hydrated. That's right. Delete comments. Everyone. Yes, I saw your comments. Ingrates. Oh dear. Heinz, what happened? Oh dear. Just getting off and found this gem. Fragrance Journey is back. Welcome, Robert. How are you? He released a video yesterday. Messi or Ronaldinho? Ronaldinho. Hello, Tangent. How you doing? The GOAT. Robert the GOAT. Jeremy let 5 people go. Jeremy. Like herding cats. People come, people go. You know. Hard to keep up. I'm not sure how I feel about this boss sport. You are the GOAT, brother. You are the GOAT, brother. They're animals, absolute animals. As soon as you left, they started picking on me. Well, I mean, that's to be expected. Good, mate. What did you acquire now? Nothing yet. Actually, no, that's not true. On Friday, I picked up a fragrance called Kinski. I was informed by the Ramsey, that Kinski was available at a website. He said, have you ever heard of this website called the Senza Nobile in Germany? I was like, mate, of course. I've got an account there. And he was like, what? Right. And then he said, could you order me a bottle of Kinski? Could you see if they've got a bottle of Kinski? And then if they have, could you order it and I'll pay for everything and stuff? And I was like, fuck it. I was like, if they've got more than one, I'll get one as well. And so it became, and so it was, or whatever the saying is. I got one and he got one. You should get some vintage 1 million. I should not. Somebody someday will turn around and get a vintage 1 million. Somebody someday will do that. Bonkers. Bonkers. People are insane, aren't we? It's something you realize as you get older, like the strangest thing that you'll ever come across is other people. People are insane. You know, every time you start every time I start like a conversation or like a talk to someone, I'm just waiting for them to just pull an absolute madness out of their arse, as if they're just going to do something completely bonkers. It's just what I've come to learn about like life and people, you know. Did you get Aromatics Elixir yet? No, I didn't. Aromatics Elixir is one that is probably going to go by the wayside for me because the prices that they want for vintages are fucking insane. Someone's wanting over 200 quid for 60 mil and it's not even the right vintage, which makes me think, what's the real vintage one? I have a vintage 1 million, absolutely gold, the Oud Rose 1 million. It's less sweet. My clubbing scent in high school. Christ, Rudy. I'm monitoring my overuse of exclamation points so I don't look like a crazy person. It doesn't look like you're shouting. Isn't that? It's mad online, isn't it? When somebody puts something in capitals and you're like, ooh, someone's angry, you know? That's like the international code for someone being angry is when they start using capitals. Like, stop shouting at me. Leave us alone. I'll show you something that I bought last year on the advice of Thomas from Stumptown Smells. It's a modern perfume. And I managed to find it at Le Centre for half price. And I wouldn't have bought this if it was at full price, but it was at half price. And for half price, it's pretty good. I paid about 90 quid for this. And it's called Parle-moi de Parfum Oris Tattoo. This is a big iris fragrance, but I'm almost certain it's completely synthetic. It is very, very strange and outrageous. What's everyone lolling at? Lol Rudy. Rudy lol. Are they releasing... What's Rudy said? I have a vintage 1 million absolutely gold, the Oud Rose one. Do you want vintage Eau Sauvage? Yes. Yes, I do. I do own a. I do own one. It's from the 80s, I think, but I've actually got like a modern one, so I'm just going to use that first. Antoine Lee's favorite perfume says it's the greatest perfume ever made. Not sure about that. I'm a funny guy, Duck. You've been making people quackers. Really, I just got Dior Alexia. They gave me a baby bottle of it too. I actually really like those baby bottles of the like the little minis. That Dior, I'm a sucker for a mini. I can't help myself. I just think it's great. But yes, I've seen them. I've actually got a mini of Sauvage. And it's just, I mean, I've never opened it because, I mean, why? But the minis are fantastic. I've got a bag full of minis. It's great. Scent of the day, kiddos. Kind of weak. No. Audrey, have a nice meal. Yes, Audrey, what did you eat? Audrey has returned. I will say this to Audrey. Audrey, you miss Celia. Minis are cute, but I never use them. No, I don't use them either. They just sort of sit there. Let's see if Audrey sent us an email address yet. Or a general address, I should say. Nope. Audrey sent us an address to send these samples to. I had like 10 minutes, 10 minis of Sauvage. Let's give that crap to my nephew. Yeah, that's probably the best place for them, right? Ooh! 12 releases at once. Scent of the day, Bois de Zile. Tara, tell Audrey Jane what Bois de Zile is like. Audrey Jane has never, ever smelled Bois de Zile. Homemade chicken fajitas and rice. I'm about to watch Clone Wars. Never have I ever. What has Peter never done? Dries Van Noten, 12 Disciples. Yikes. I worry about that. That makes me think they haven't thought about them fragrances at all. It's just about bulk at the minute, isn't it? Like, that's the whole thing, you know? Bulk. Better off with mine now. Apparently they panty dropping or something like that. I don't know what that means to me, like, if I'm being honest, Rudy. Those words mean nothing to me. I'll show you something else I'm looking forward to wearing. I have actually got another Loewe. Somebody asked us before and I said I've only got one. That was a lie. Apologies. This is fantastic. A Senza Loewe. This is great. It's like a proper spicy citrus sort of thing, you know? Astringent. It's got an astringent sort of vibe at the top, but that sort of burns off. Audrey, curry is my favourite. I spammed it up with pictures of curry to turn the stomach, and it works. And it works. Visited a perfume friend I met on Parfumo who has a collection of 650 and owns a 750 or 1,000 ml of vintage Fahrenheit. Not sure. Huge bottle. Yikes. Oh, I'm looking forward to trying it. Thanks, Tara. I always trust you and never the duck. Evil, evil girl. Send this girl on and Rodriguez eau de toilette. Sorry? I start watching Clone Wars, but the animation put me off. I don't know what these things are. Fahrenheit cologne is too stringent. Astringent. Looking forward to trying it. I'm going to send Audrey Jane some Bois de Zile so that she can buy my 200 ml off me. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Oh, it smells nice and clean in here now. Oh my god, that fucking new Roger presentation. Shit. Properly shit. Properly shit. I'm interested to see what kind of reception it gets from the Roger files. You know? Hello, Professor Melvin. Hey, Rich, I'm watching you from work. Welcome, Josiah Sanchez. The new Roger looks like, yeah, everybody's saying the same thing. It looks like Lynx, looks like Axe. Opinions on Rochas Macassar. Still haven't smelled it. Macassar, Cathal. Ramsey has been telling me about Macassar for a long time, and apparently it smells like Balenciaga Pour On. And if that's true, and I trust Ramsey's opinion, then it'll be a great scent. Boadazil is more pretty egoist. They have the same vibe. It's big sandalwood. I'm off to watch some Star Wars. I'll catch up with this tomorrow. I was getting ready for work. I enjoyed your last stream this morning, especially James Bond talk. Thanks, Duck. Night all. Good night, Audrey Jane. Don't forget to send a dress. I'll send you some samples out tomorrow after I have received my chest of drawers thing. Have you seen any vintage Colonia Intense from Atwood Palmer? I don't think that's a thing. I don't think you can get Colonia Intense as a vintage. I'll tell you what I do like, though. These in the brown bottles rather than the black ones. Oh, your game, you're trying to fall off. Get these in the brown ones rather than the black ones. The black ones are reformulated, they're not as good. This one, Colonia Mirror, is fantastic. This is great. Is my Aikitos bad? It's pretty weak. No, it's not weak. I smelled the honey rose and the similarities to joint. The Ram has finally arrived. It's been talking about you, Ram. Someone asked about Macassar. So yes, the Ram has finally landed. How are you feeling, Ram? Audrey does make videos now. Tara, if you go to my community tab and scroll down, I have left a link to her channel in one of my videos, in one of my community tab posts, sorry. And you will find her there. Colonial Leather is also a great one. Yes, I agree. I think that Colonial Leather is beautiful. Better, but I have 2 hours of CFP courses coming soon. Yikes. Yikes. Take some vitamin C, mate. Or is it vitamin D? No, it's vitamin C. I keep forgetting you live in Texas. You don't have to worry about not getting enough sun. Colonial Leather is on my hunt list. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Colonial Leather. Tara's been taking a break and she is out of the loop. But she is welcome back into the loop anytime she wants. She has been recharging her batteries. Gotta watch Ramsey's Bourdon video. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, actually. I haven't managed to catch that yet. I might watch it when I'm trying to fall asleep tonight. Problem is with Ramsey's videos is that I end up having to watch them because I'm picking stuff up. Do you know what I mean? I can't relax because there's like constant knowledge coming. I don't know how I feel about that Boss Sport, you know. The Yogi Pour Homme, that's nice. Ramsey is Yogi Pour Homme. Has Yogi Homme got a coffee note in it? I love a good soap. Honestly, one day I will show you my soap collection. Right? I've got loads of vintage soap. It's insane. I've actually got an Egoist soap, which I'm well chuffed with. You know? If I could get in touch with Kellen, he would be over the moon. Yes, Yogi has got a coffee note. It's really nice. I'm enjoying it more than I'm enjoying the Boss Sport. This. Sprayed some of this on. Not great. A little bit, do I want to say sour? See, the thing is I've got like a soap collection. It's like I don't want to use them. I use Dove. You know what I mean? Yeah, some soaps give me a bad reaction as well. I try not to use soap as much as possible. I use soap on like hands. But apart from like the obvious, I don't use soap all over because it's not good sauce. Like being told by reputable professionals in the field that soap, the overuse of soap is like a myth to sell soap. Scrubbing with water, scrubbing and rubbing water will get you just as clean. Apart from on your hands, you need to like wash your hands with soap. That's what soap was meant for. And under your arm, you know what I mean. Thought you were a duck, not dove. Duck uses dove. Duck uses dove to keep clean. Excuse me whilst I hydrate once again. Much hydratio. Hydratio. Should we go for 2 hours and then leave it? Oh, it's 5-0 with 5 minutes left. Unlucky Everton, you shithouses. I can see Lampard getting sacked for that, you know. That's not what they need. They're slipping into the relegation zone, aren't they? What time is Eugene's Enchanté video? He's not going tonight. He's going tomorrow, mate. I asked him earlier, and he said, yes, I've put it back until tomorrow. I would like to know why. You know? I would very much like to know why. But there we are. What do I know? Pure sandalwood soaps are hard to find. Egoist. Sandalwood soap, you're best off looking in India. Newcastle pulled out nice. Yeah, we're in rare form. Like, we're second in the form table, just behind, I think it's either Man City or Liverpool. Anyone try Tower soaps? No, but I'm dying to try one of these candles, but they're silly prices. Silly prices, those. Aritzia Legrand do some good soaps. I had an Aritzia Legrand. I had to give it away. It was far too powdery. It was extreme powder, you know. Not for me. Didn't enjoy it. This is about as powdery as I want to get. Oh, fuck off. This is about as powdery as I want to get. I know Eugene loves these powders, but it just goes to show that sometimes opposites attract. Like, because I love Eugene, but I cannot stand powdery scents. Like, there's a very clear like limit to what I'm. Oh, Tara, you can tell that you haven't been watching many of my streams. It's become a feature now. It's become a feature that Fragalanche, to throw me perfumes around. I want to try Tower Solid fragrance. Has anyone tried Sundowner? Right, I've got a sample of Sundowner, and I just don't know. I just don't know if I want to buy it. It's got great ingredients, but I'm not sure. I know you reviewed it, Peter. I'm just saying I'm wanting to get like a broad. What's the frosted bottle next to Sartorial? I'll tell you. Where was this? There it was. The frosted bottle is called Milachon Womo. This is fantastic. This is awesome. Let's have a spray, shall we? The fragrance is amazing, but the spray is absolutely fucking scandalous. Like, fresh, light green, lime, sort of aromatic, beautiful, clean. Love it. That is fantastic. Citrusy, but not too sharp, not too astringent. Makes me worry that the bigger bottles are being sat on top. Sundowner gets me, and the need gets better in the dry. I'm not a fan of the first hour. It's a little bit funky, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's a little bit. It's not. There is something holding us back from buying it. The whole setup makes me nervous. Floral notes. This is the only way I can get shit in. Otherwise, like all of these fragrances on the top, there's like 15 fragrances there I wouldn't be able to fucking use. You know? Like Sundowner, Lindsay Webb. Welcome, Lindsay Webb. Liked Sundowner a lot, but didn't love it. That's about where I'm at. That's a really good way of putting it. That is about where I'm at. I really like it, but I don't love it. Do I want to buy fragrances I don't love? Not anymore. Can't wait for the new chest you ordered. I do need a new chest. This chest has served me well for the last 35 years. Unfortunately, the chest I have ordered is more of a chest of drawers, like a tall cabinet with pull-out drawers, you know? I will show it. I will look out for the community tab. It'll be in there, you know? It's also, I'm a bit worried that it might not be strong enough to hold a lot of perfume. I may have spent 20 quid on something that I might regret. It is vintage, yes. Pradeep Chand, yes, it is. Pradeep Chand Sekar, as you should. I'm surprised you have to ask. It is vintage, of course. It's middle of the last mid 20th century teak. There's an influence in the world of tea as well. I'm making a cup of Yorkshire tea right now. How are you finding it? Yorkshire tea will serve you well as far as what ails you. No, Peter, it's not from IKEA. It's from nowhere near IKEA. Neither is it from Amazon. I don't have Amazon. I have some Yorkshire Gold. I just had a cup. I've had about 3 cups of Yorkshire tea today. From Yorkshire. Thing is, opening is usually what leaves the greatest impression on me. Portrait of a lady comes to mind. Immensely open, beastly and beautiful, but in the dry down, you don't like it. I have to get some camel coloured cowboy boots. Bloody hell, that's a mouthful. Camel coloured cowboy boots and a cowboy hat before I try Sundowner. It's not like that. It's not like that spaced out. That's not that kind of fragrance. You're thinking of no, the Yorkshire tea is from Amazon. £100 for $3.99 with that's a good deal. That £100 for $3.99 with free shipping to Texas. Hey, you kind of gone around, can you? It's British, like Ramsey said. It's very British, but it's good, solid, standard tea. You know, if you need a cup of tea, I mostly drink herbal tea. I like a peppermint tea. I like a peppermint tea. I must have. Tower, you want Lone Star Memories for the cowboy vibe? I did a Lone Star Memories review a couple of weeks ago, and the thumbnail was Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2. Earl Grey for me all day. Earl Grey. Little bit much for me, Earl Grey. Sucker for chamomile tea. Bye, Empty. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, Empty Sense. I wish I knew where my Sundowner was. Here is my box of samples. Oh, fuck off. That wasn't very clever. Apologies. Right. I'll just put them back, shall I? Yes. So, this is my box of samples. Where is my Sundowner? I think it's in here. No, it's not. Yorkshire tea is where it's at for me. My ears are offended. Your ears are offensive. I've seen your ears, Peter. They are offensive. I'm offended by your ears. There's Villa Raisin. There's Persilaser stuff. There's the stuff Ramsey sent us. Aha! Have I found it? There, I found Incense Extreme, and there's Sundowner. Hey. Yorkshire tea sounds good with honey. Yes, you can do that. What did you think of Cologne de Maghreb? I can't tell you, mate. I've never smelled it. Chamomile tea is the only one I love. I've actually got a chamomile. Do you know I've got a chamomile candle by Diptyque? I think your ears are lovely, Peter. Nah, that's shite. So I smelled the Tower Incense Extreme about... When did I smell the Tower Incense Extreme? When I got this sample of Sundowner. It's in there, trust us. And I got the... Sundowner and the Incense Extreme. This is when I bought Geranium Pour Monsieur for like half price. It wasn't half price, but it was like 160 quid down from like 220. So I got myself a sample of Sundowner, and it's nice. It's really nice, but it's so the ambergris, and it's very like musky, like dirty skin, you know. I have butter lobed ears. Much lobe. Much lobe to you. British trainers is an atrocity. Oh, be quiet, Denby. You don't feel that way, really. Rich, do you get the same dry, papery, sharp tobacco nut in the opening of Sundown as you do in tobacco? It's similar, but it's not. I think the tobacco in tobacco is wetter. The tobacco in this is drier. Definitely. I don't actually have earlobes. Where they curl back up to the neck, mine just goes straight down to the neck. Tom Cruise has the same weird ears. Tom Cruise is not a real person. I'm pretty sure about that. Tom Cruise isn't actually like an actual. Tom Cruise is weird. Like proper. This Sundown is like, it's got a milky sort of. Sundown has got a milky sort of. Is Sundown worthy to you, Mitch? It's much more like Tower's old stuff in that. Fumery Turk versus Sundown. Compare for us, please, Rich. Please and thank you. Oh, I could probably do that. They've both got this sort of sickly sort of tobacco. Fumery Turk at the end there, before I did my rotation, Fumery Turk was giving me this sort of like sickly sort of vibe, you know. It was given as this sort of off queasy, sweet, bitter craziness, you know, like do you know that feeling you get in your stomach where you're driving along a road and then the road dips suddenly, and you get the wavy feeling in your gut, and it's all right because it stops straight away. With the Fumery Turk, when I was smelling that, I was getting that wavy feeling in my stomach, but it wouldn't stop, and it became quite unpleasant. I'm not sure how I feel about the Fumery Turk. It's interesting. Nishko Vic, Doc, we love you. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. How you doing, Nishko? Ceremonial grade match or a bust? Has anybody tried those tribute teas that the Chinese used to, like the ancient teas? The Chinese, what they used to do is, from all the provinces and stuff, they used to send something called a tribute tea to the emperor in China hundreds of years ago. And they still sell those tribute teas to this day, you know, and he would always get the pick of like the finest teas and stuff because he was the emperor. But they still sell those teas. If you go on Google or like famous tea sellers on Amazon or Strange Place, and you put in tribute teas, you will find good to be the king. It must be Irish being the king. Shame it's only one person and not all of them. Are you talking about Chinese blooming teas? No, tribute teas. If you go on to Amazon or if you go onto Google and you put in Chinese tribute teas, you should be able to find them. And these are these certain teas that the places that used to make tea, like make different kinds of tea, grow different kinds of tree. They used to send them to the emperor back in the day, over the last few hundred years, and you can still buy them now. You know, they've still got like the plants and the bushes and everything that they make these teas from. They're a little bit expensive, and I think they're loose leaf, but they're great. You know, Chinese literally wrote the book on tea. There's a bloke, I can't remember who it was. If you search China History Podcast on YouTube, his channel's called Teacup Media. His channel's called Teacup Media now, but if you search Teacup Media History of Tea, there is a playlist of about 18 episodes taking you right through the Chinese history of tea. Really interesting. It is the Chinese history of tea, though. It's not the Japanese history of tea. It's not the Vietnamese history of tea. It's tea from the Chinese perspective. Really interesting. Have you tried Ombre Noir by Lalique? Yes. Yes, I have, actually. The one that's in the same bottle as Encre Noir. Yes, I have. It's really nice. Pep. You know Pep from the Sentinel? Pep from the Sentinel sent me a sample of that all the way from Australia. Paid 25 quid shipping just to send me that. Fucking legend. Love Pep. Pep's absolutely brilliant. Like, I won a thing on his channel, and he sent us a sample of Ombre thingy. 25 quid shipping for a 2ml sample. Tea is an untapped market for coffee, wine, perfume enthusiasts, snobbery, wankery, I feel. Tea doesn't seem to get as much play as the others. I know nothing, though. I think if you dug into it, Denby, you would find that you're wrong. It's out there, mate. But it's out there. You've got to find them. It's not as... When you say untapped market, you're right. It hasn't been as what they, like exposed, It hasn't been as like... What do they call it when the thingy markets? I don't know what they call it when they untap markets, utilize them. I don't know, but it's not as exposed as the others. You're right, but there are nerds out there. Don't worry about that. My students don't find the history of tea to be very interesting compared to the history of gunpowder when it comes to Chinese inventions. Yes, the 4 great discoveries, it was silk, paper, tea, and gunpowder. I have a few friends who are into both tea and perfume. Love tea. Had a cup of tea before I came on stream. Regularly drink about 3 to 4 cups of tea a day. My mum's worse. My mum was shocking back in the day. So you go back about 20 years ago, my mum would drink about 15 cups of tea a day. There wasn't a moment in the day when she didn't have a cup of tea on her. Mental. And then she goes out for cups of tea with her friends. It's a good... The thing with tea is it's like a good excuse. Anybody can drink it. It's a good excuse. It makes you feel good. And it's good for you. But we like tea. A ring-a-ding-ding. Hello, just tuning in. Rich, I've got a vintage chorus coming in the mail. I have a modern bottle, 2017s. What differences can I expect? It was my mother that was 15 cups of tea a day, not me. But I imagine she was constantly pissing. What kind of differences can I expect? Definition. How old's your vintage? Like, what year is it? Who's the producer? Definition is probably going to be the main one, where you can smell the differences between the different notes. You'll be able to pick out separate notes, but you'll also be able to smell that it's blended better. The superior quality of the ingredients. It's just better. Without going massively into it, I'm going to do a massive Koros video one day. I've got all the vintages. Rich drinks 4 litres of water a day. No, mate, it's more than that. Earliest Koros I have is Gucci era. The earliest Koros I have got is the original. Shawl of the Ritz. Not sure it's silver shoulder. Got it from the perfume. It actually should be coming today. I'm stoked. Oh, well, I'm happy for you. Ring a ding ding. If you find out what it says on the base, it'll either say Paris, it'll say Parfums Co, it'll say Sanofi, or Sedex Newly. The Sedex Newly is one that is basically the Gucci PPR version. And leave a comment on my latest fragrance rotation video. I'll be able to get back to you and tell you when it's from if you want. Or you can send us a picture to my email. I beg your pardon. Disgraceful. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Oh, I've got 10 minutes left. I've got 10 minutes left. Bois de Jasmine is big on tea. I don't like jasmine, though. Galen, have you been here the whole time? I bet he hasn't. Modicea just shipped my Balenciaga pour on, first 100ml bottle. Now give 430ml aftershave and the 100ml. I didn't know Marcia had a Balenciaga pour on. Or did I? I might have. Galen is always around. He's always lurking with his hair. There's always like a strand somewhere, isn't there? A lock, a curl, lurking. So Sundowner is nice after you get over that initial sort of musky, dirty skin sort of vibe. I'm just going to put this over here. I'm undecided about it. Yeah. I even creeped myself out. Yes. Should be Silver Shoulder of Le Parfum, yeah. Well, it will be Silver Shoulder, but there are many different versions of the Silver Shoulder, you know? So, it's not easy. You too. See, the numbers always go up. Hi, Rich in chat. I always catch the last few minutes. Hello, Flower Girl B, 2000. So we're up to like 50 people now, and I've just said that I'm going in like 10 minutes. But not to worry. It's nice to say 50 people here. Do you have any Pierre Balmain perfumes? Ooh, I've got Ebony. I've got a partial of Ebony. Not huge on Ebony, to be honest. Is Lasanta still doing samples in dabbers? No. Thank God they are not. They are useless. Dabbers are absolutely woeful. And it is their sprays now, thank God. It's just got here. Damn. Is that the day Cartier d'un Soir? Nice. Very nice. Excuse me. I beg your pardon. I hope Lucky Scent follows suit. I hope Lucky Suit follows scent. It's most likely, isn't it? Just got here. Damn. Yes, Yoshi, I put my dabbers into little spray bottles. Yeah, I'd do that as well. I would do that if I could be bothered. Everyone seems to be doing the same thing. Does anybody have any idea what they're going to wear tomorrow? I do not. I'm just going to take it to see. Like when I woke up this morning, the ground was white. It wasn't snow, but it was a hard frost. So that wasn't ideal, you know. It appears that Peter from Fragrance View has 25% off in the USA. Nice. Dior Homme tomorrow. I might wear Dior Homme tomorrow. I feel like wearing something a bit like that. Dior Homme all week. See, I can't do that. Tomorrow I'll be wearing Body Chorus. I like Body Chorus. I might wear Tom Ford for men tomorrow. Or I might wear one of my Les Indomitable. Or Les Indomitable. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Tomorrow's Feeling Agile Day. Ooh, nice. I can't wear Aventus. Aventus is an autumn and winter perfume, and autumn and winter is past. I might wear Chorus Sport. One of his stockers in the US is closing business, trying to sell last inventory. Ooh, who's the stockist that's closing for business? That's not good. I'm not wearing pants tomorrow. Tara. Micah Shoemaker out Lothair. My friend's got Lothair by Panhaligans. He really likes it. Like, it's other brands too. Yeah, but who's the seller? Spamming Bois Mysterio before it gets too hot isn't a bad idea. Who is it? Lily. Aventus. Didn't know Rich was a batch bro. I'm not a batch bro. I've got 2 bottles of Aventus by mistake. I was skirts and dresses to work mostly. No pants. Aventus. Didn't know Rich was a batch bro. I'm not. Ave perfume. Nice fig note. I like a fig note. I think Dune by Dior's like really nice. I find that really easy to wear in the summer. Ordering from Lucky Scent to the UK. Does anyone know if it's a good idea? You will pay VAT if it's over £135 in value, and you'll be paying for the shipping as well. I love Aventus and not ashamed. That's fine. It's not a worry. it's just no, I just don't get it. Like, I'm not just being contrary when I say that. If I really liked it, I'd really like it, but I just don't get that. I don't get the hype at all. I've got a 2016 bottle. That's what I've got. I've got two 2016 bottles. Loads of people are mental for it though. You know, like rvparfum.com. Event this was created by Jean-Christophe Hello. That's who it was, Ramsey. I have it as well. I just, you know, Aventus, I just don't get it. Tomorrow I'll wear Tempo by Diptyque Patchouli. Nice. I was never pulled to buy Tempo. I like it. I've got loads of samples of it, but not huge. Do you want to know something outrageous that I found out today or last night? This is an eau de cologne. It's called Escale en Haiti by Les Indemnidables. Now, I have the box for this right here. And I don't know if you can see this, but right in the middle, it says eau de cologne at 70% volume. Right? Eau de colognes are usually less than, like they're usually 95% volume at least, sometimes more. Somehow, right, Les Indemnidables has created an eau de cologne with 30% oils, which is more than eau de parfums. That is bonkers. I might get banned for spamming. He certainly might. Look out. I wonder if Heinz is still here. Probably not. He's probably in transit. He's probably in transit somewhere. He's got out. Oh. Are there any questions anyone wants to ask before I go? Got another couple of minutes left. And then I'm off. Back sore now. Doing the walk of shame for letting the viewers go. That's right. He was too busy penning in Tara and Lily, and he forgot about everyone else. The young waif. Oh, get me tablets. Can you smell the difference in the 30%? The 30%, right? I thought it was funny because I got about 4 to 6 hours out of that Escale en Haiti, although it was very thin. Hello, Arnold. Joined by Rocco Barocco. I'm not huge on Rocco Barocco. On that Rocco Barocco, anyway. Great name, though. Not big on the joint. I'm tired. Oh, excuse me. Sleep well, Doug. Best mainland Europe discounter to get to order from for the UK? Don't think there is one. I think you're out of luck. Sorry, Andre Fins. That 30% likely includes water stabilizers, not just perfume oil. You're probably right. But it's just funny that it doesn't say that on most colognes, you know. Feel the same way about Aventus. Oh my goodness. Accurately. Have you smelled Parfum d'Empire Eau de Glory? I have not. Sorry, Cathal. Parfum d'Empire, I think the only one I've smelled from them was Iskander. And if that is by Parfums d'Empire, if I'm remembering correctly, and I thought it was shite. I was, well, I was livid. I wasn't livid, but I was like, what is this? It's crap. But I know loads of people, like, whose opinion I totally respect, who say Parfums d'Empire make loads of good stuff. If it is indeed who makes Iskander, if I'm remembering correctly, this perfume Iskander, I bought it, and I didn't pay much for it, which should have been a total thing, like a bit of a warning thing, but yikes, it was poor. Do you like Born in 1834? Love it. The original Coromandel. Everything Parfum does is of exceptional quality. Not Iskander. If that's who I remember, if that's who it was, I got Teatro alla Scala today. Talked to Galen about that. He absolutely loves it. I think Ramsey loves it as well, to be fair. You know? I'm just going to look up who makes Iskander. Parfum d'Empire. Yeah, shite. Parfum d'Empire. That fragrance was shit. I kid you not. Mr. Johnson. Galen will talk to you about Teatro alla Scala. Spy and Mash is probably spot on, to be fair to him. You're probably better off getting on the Eurostar at Paris and buying your preferred perfume there than getting them imported money-wise. Yeah, because you pay 20%. Just take a suitcase. Make sure all the bottles don't clink together. You'll be all right. Right, I'm going this time, honestly. I am sore. My back is hurting. My head is hurting. Everything else is hurting. And I'm tired. Sorry, Ramsey. You'll have to take this up with Mr. Jason. Mr. Jason, subscribe to Ramsey and talk about Teatro alla Scala. Good evening, everyone. I hope you have a nice night. I will speak to you all soon. Bye.